Yo, back again. This is YouGetpodcast. We have a special guest today.
Very special one.
Special guest, you know. I like to call him the East End mogul, you know. I like to call him, you know, the Scorsese of London. What do you like to call him, Ed?
I'm not that creative.
But yeah, me and Ed are here today and we're going to give it up to our very special guest. The man, the master behind, you know, the hit show BkCHAT, but now what everybody's watching, Blue Therapy. Give it up for Andy Amadi.
What's going on? What's good?
My bro.
I'm saying.
I'm good, bro. How you feeling?
I'm all right, you know. I'm all right, man. Calm day, you know.
You know what's funny? I know Andy's shy.
Bro, you know this is not my forte, man. In front of the camera, in front of the mic, it's not me, bro.
Andy, I'm going to have to bet you up small, though. I'm going to have to bet you up small.
You know what's crazy? Yeah, the fact that
I don't know him.
The funny thing is, yeah, Andy's saying he's proper shy, but I know he's behind the camera. He's like, yo, call his sister a bitch. Do it.
Yeah, I like to direct, and I'm very straightforward. But when it comes to me in front of, I don't know. I'm not too confident.
Yeah, Andy, this is true. For as long as I've known you, you've been doing behind the scenes. But you see, people don't know what you've been through, your history.
Yeah, so like what?
Wait, before he knows what I'm talking about, when he was in front of the camera.
Oh, bro. I had to come off quickly, though.
You see, this guy used to do Afro beats.
Oh,
We're
okay.
ENT.
You know, you don't have to bring that up.
Edit point.
Should have let that die, bro.
No, but like for Andy, for everyone that's listening, that everyone's a big fan of all the content you put out. Do you mind giving them like a brief story of how you got to where you are today in terms of how it started? You know, the mastermind behind Trend Central, because you even put a little documentary out, which was really cool. So like, if you could give people how you got to where you are today, where did it start? How did you get the camera?
I studied film and television, to be fair, in uni, and to be honest, I didn't really learn much in uni. It was just more the theory side of things.
Okay, yeah.
When I came out, I realized that there was a hunger for actually like holding onto the camera and creating stuff. I like the whole editing process. So it started for me when I was in sixth form. We got to make a music video or whatever it was, and it was dead. It was crap.
Yeah.
But I liked the editing process. I was like, right, so we managed to make this from this. Cool. That's where it sparked my interest. Do you know what I mean? So moving on from that, I went to uni, studied it. Wasn't enough, so I started shooting my own stuff.
Okay.
So I think I shot some series or some film called Deeper Than the Hood. It didn't work out. It was terrible. I was borrowing cameras and doing all
the
sorts
Kid at
of
Hood,
things.
full Kid at Hood, basically. Yeah.
Would have been the first Kid at Hood, but never quite made it, you know. So after that, I went on to do a web series called Spin.
Old school.
Yeah, I did Spin. So that was old school. That was one of the first web series that we did in the UK. And it kind of did all right numbers wise. That's when the whole YouTube thing wasn't that popular yet, but it was getting there. So that did over 100K, which was at that time that was like 1 million views. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was doing bits then. 'Cause I remember I'll be telling people, yo, check out Spin. Next thing I know, people are messaging me. When's the next episode, Ed? Like I'm directing it. I'm gonna go to Andy. Andy, please. People are bothering me. What's going on next?
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? No, it was proper.
It was a good learning process for me because I made so many mistakes doing that. So I would film, I would borrow cameras. It was inconsistent because I remember you would be hollering at me like, yo, what's going on? Like, what's good? Like, where's the next episode? Bro, don't do this. And obviously, it wasn't my fault because I didn't own a camera at the time. Cameras weren't as accessible as it is today.
Yeah.
So back then I would just borrow from here, from there, and try to piece it together. We finally completed it after like 4 years though. That's how long it took from beginning to end. So after that, I felt like, you know what did I learn from this process? I want to do something episodic, definitely something for people to come in and watch week in, week out and follow. But I didn't want the inconsistency I had last time. So what I did was I came up with the whole BkCHAT concept. And when that happened, I filmed for a whole year, just filming, just trying to just learn and just make the mistakes before I put it out.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And after a year, I just scrapped everything. I just said, Zoe, my production manager, Zoe, I just said, Zoe, we're scrapping everything because I'm not happy with it. So came up with a new concept, the whole confessionals thing in between and whatnot. Do you know what I'm saying? And then after that, we just put it out. And I knew what episode was gonna do well because the whole honey thing, I knew that, okay, cool.
Oh, so you actually know when you're editing in the background, you're like, oh, this is gonna slap.
Yeah. I mean, at the time, it's like, it's still an opinion. It's still like me saying, if I put this first, so I strategically put certain things first because I know that if it goes viral first, then the chances of the rest of them being watched is a lot higher. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we put the honey one was like the second or third episode we shot, but I said, no, we're going to put this one first. So we put that first, and it just, first day was calm, nice little 10K views, whatever.
Yeah.
I was gassed though, don't get me twisted. I was happy, I was dancing.
No, 100%.
I'm trying to say, the next day, my phone almost broke, fam. Like, literally, Twitter went mad. Like, I'm seeing the views go up 100K, 200. I'm like, what is going on?
I was going to ask you, how much do you attribute to the original series of BkCHAT? How much success do you attribute to Black Twitter? To actually, because I know Black Twitter is like, even when you're watching stuff like Love Island, the most viral tweets are from Black women or Black guys, and it's one of those things that it really propped up BkCHAT in the mainstream conversation.
Yeah, I think that's what gave the platform more depth to it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because then again, there's so many YouTube videos that hit millions of views, but no one talks about them.
Yeah.
But then if it's back to Black Twitter, it's back to Instagram world, and everybody's talking about it, it now gives it more substance.
Yeah.
It now seems like a show rather than just a YouTube video.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a big deal for us when we saw that we were trending almost every Wednesday. We were trending. If it wasn't the show itself, it was someone on the show that was trending.
Yeah.
For one reason or another. So that definitely gave the show more depth, more, like, it was more homegrown that way because people like to discuss after the show.
Yeah.
And obviously it was quite relatable, so people like to talk about themselves.
Yeah.
And how, how it affected them.
Yeah.
So I think that's what people loved about it, the opinions. So
It's funny. I'm going to move away from BkCHAT and come back to it. So, Andy, there's parts of your story that people always say that people see the success, they don't see the grind, the hard work. And you yourself have spoken about how you were borrowing cameras and all that stuff. But I was lucky enough to see some of the work you were putting behind the scenes. So, for example, people don't know, you invested in yourself in the sense that you had a studio in your house where I would come and you were editing and all that stuff. And you were doing that from early. Even when I was bantering about, but even when the music you were doing, you were recording that yourself, you were editing, you done a lot of stuff by yourself. You invested in yourself, you put money into yourself. So my question basically is, what motivated you to say, I'm going to invest in myself from early? Because when we were growing up, a lot of us were thinking, let's make money, stack. Yeah. We didn't really have a plan. But you found a passion, I would say early on the most, and you're willing to back yourself. You get what I'm saying? So what made you say, I'm going to, you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what? Yeah, like where I grew up, East London, obviously where we all grew up, it's a bit mad. It's easy to get dragged into a lot of the fast life. I got dragged into it. Most of us got dragged into it because that was the only option at one point. Do you know what I'm saying? But I always knew that there's this passion I had. Most people say before they meet me, they think I'm this guy, lifestyle. When they meet me and they get to know me, they realize I think one of my friends described me as a neek. It's like, you're actually a neek. Like,
that person's definitely from South London.
It's like, you're actually a neek. Like, you actually sit down to edit and you know all this geeky stuff, but on the surface, people don't know that. Do you know what I'm saying? But I didn't look at that because it was natural to me. It's something I took interest in. So why wouldn't I know like certain things? So, man, just me investing in myself was me putting in the hours, me editing, making mistakes, spending money on cameras. And it's like, I'm putting stuff out and I don't know if it's even going to get any sort of like views or any daylight. I'm not sure if it's going to do that. I'm just putting stuff out. I'm recording, I'm renting cameras. Sometimes I feel stupid paying for cameras and all these little sneaky stuff. It's like a little habit of mine. I do it and it's just like, what are you doing this for? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing this for? No one's gonna watch it. You just spent £50 renting a camera and no one will ever know about. You could have put that money to or something else. You know what I'm trying to say? But I just didn't let that mindset draw me back. I just said, you know what? I like this thing. It makes me feel good. You know You know what I'm saying? I like creating. I like bringing people together. So even if that's wasting money, then so be it. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's amazing because we all know the enjoyment or the hustle about making dough, money first. We, like you said, we grew up thinking you need your bread first, but you found a passion and it was like, no matter, regardless of what happens, I enjoy doing what I do, and you followed it through.
Yeah.
Because even like you were saying, we'll go back to BkCHAT. There was a point where a lot of your content was removed from your site, your YouTube page, and I think you even came out and said yourself, you felt demoralized. You felt like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But even to get to that point, that's not the first time, like I said, you've fallen. There's been, like you said, there's been times with the spin.
Yeah.
There's other things you've done beforehand. So would you say all the other pitfalls before prepared you for that moment? And why did you never give up? Why did you never say, you know what, this is dead? Because even like you said, with all the stuff you're doing before, with like spin, YouTube was still growing at that time. So you could have easily said, what am I doing? You know what I'm trying to say? So what motivated you to keep saying, I'm going to keep going? I see you. Did you see a future? That's the question, actually.
I don't know, if I saw a future, but I'm just one of those people that, peer pressure is not something that's ever affected me. I've never been someone that, oh, everyone's doing this, let me do it as well. Like, it's never been me, do you know what I'm saying? Regardless of whether it was my close friends or not, I've always done my own thing, do you know what I'm saying? So, when I'm looking at these sort of shows, I'm thinking to myself, you know what, let me just do it because I enjoy it. Let me just actually just put it out there. I think it'll be fun to watch. And one thing that always plays in my mind is that I know that I can create content that people don't know that they need. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't know that they want to see it. So I'm not scared to create content that you might look at first and be like, this is not gonna work. But I know it's gonna work because you don't know you need it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Until everyone starts talking about it, then you realize, oh, rah, this actually works.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But at first, you might hear it and be like, oh, that's never gonna work. I don't know no one from ends that's done it before. I don't know anyone in London that's done it, in the UK. But those kind of things, I don't see those barriers. They don't exist to me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know that I can create something and the whole of the UK will watch it. That's how I've always thought.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether I didn't achieve anything before or not. I just knew that it made sense. So I just ran with it. And whereas most people would have said, nah, I've never seen it done before, so I don't think it'll work.
Yeah.
So,
But on the, sorry, Melly, just following from that, on the quitting aspect, why didn't you give up? What stopped you from saying, I'm tired?
The last time it happened was a year ago when, like I said, people I worked with weren't too happy with one or two things and how I ran the platform, and they cowardly just decided to delete all my videos.
Oh, wow. So that's what happened.
Yeah. It was. And I've never really spoken about publicly until just recently. There was an editor that I worked with, and there was a guy that was a camera operator. They were both friends.
So this makes sense because I was even before this preparation for this podcast episode, I was like, okay, let me go back in time and look for the most viral BkCHAT episodes,
Couldn't find it.
And I couldn't find it. I was thinking, oh, maybe it's been a case where Andy's about to do a launch on mainstream and he's cleaning up the past.
Nah, man.
So, wow, okay.
Nah, they just literally just deleted it because I let them go from the team and they weren't too happy about
Judas
that.
and the Black Messiah, come see.
They literally just deleted every single, not one video left, 200 and something videos gone. Just like that. Everything I worked on for the last 4 years, I did numbers. We had over 50, 60 million views deleted. Just like that. So what made me carry on with that? I'm not going to lie. For the first time, I saw limitations. For the first time, I said, I don't think I can do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, let me just go back to what I used to do, man. Like, I was good at that. Let me just go back to that, man.
Yeah.
Like, who did I think I was trying to just like chase this dream and come out the ends and become this big director? Or whatever. I just wanted to just go back and just work. You know what I'm saying? Because at least I know I can count on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I got so many messages from friends, families, even people that just followed me and supported me. They just like, bro, don't ever give up, bro. What am I gonna do with my Wednesdays? What am I gonna do? They're like, so many people I didn't realize that would not be happy about the thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't get twisted. At the same time, there was other people like, yes, they deleted that channel. There was other people that was doing that, but obviously I just never pay no mind.
Yeah.
it was the voice notes I was getting, the messages. It just was so overwhelming. I was just like, rah, I don't want to let these people down. Like, forget about myself. I don't want to let these people down. So I took like 2 weeks off, 2-3 weeks off, and just chilled out. And then I realized that, rah, I've been so engrossed in this that I can't see anything else. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to go back and do what I used to do before, but it's not so easy now because I like this. This is what I've loved for like the last 4 years. So I can't just divorce it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just said, you know what? Spoke to the team. Just even they was like, look, you did it. It was you that created those shows. So you don't need numbers to tell you that you can keep doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And that's what made me feel like, well, you know what? That's true. Like, so what? People have already watched those shows anyway. So what? So I just went straight back in. Started off small. I just started with Zizi.
Yeah.
Carried on with her. But that's when I said, you know what? I'm going to rebrand the whole platform.
And that's when you Trend Central was
That's when
born.
I turned
Okay.
into Trend Central. Fully. Like, I wanted to do that anyway, but that just gave me more motivation to just you know, diversify the platform and said, you know what? I'm going to bring all my other shows I'm doing on other places into one place.
One home. One network.
One network.
That's one network.
I see.
But that's funny thing is, a lot of people weren't even aware that you were behind Zeze's thing from before. It's obviously it's no more now. So, bruv, you've been acting.
Yeah.
With that Zizi, Ed makes a good point. It's like, yeah, you are the mastermind behind the camera, but the people that you brought forward in terms of talent that are now viral entities in and of themselves. Congrats to Zizi. She's an alumni of YouGetpodcast. She was on like 2 years ago or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And she spoke about how one day she just approached you and said, yo, I've got this idea for a show.
Yeah.
And then you made it happen. And she's just sold out a live show. You know, you've got people that used to be on BkCHAT that are now doing well for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, Castilla I just saw doing something viral just like last week.
Yeah.
Esther as well. Chioma that's back on Blue Therapy, and we'll touch on that.
Yeah.
But like, do you get a lot out of, obviously you're the man behind the camera, and you know, I was speaking to a friend in the car actually getting here, the cameraman, shout out to Malik. He was telling me that some people want to be the Diddy, where it's like, yeah, I may be the president or behind the scenes, but I want to be in front of the camera. I want to be doing the ad libs. I want to be show and tell. I want to be like, yeah, I'm the co-sign. I'm the big guy.
Yeah.
You're very much not like that. You actually let the talent breathe. You actually let them actually have the limelight. So for you, what is it about? Are you always seeking new talent, or do you just come across it, or how does it work for you?
Like you mentioned before, the whole music thing I used to do, I realized not too long that after that, I wasn't meant to be in front of the camera. It didn't bring me joy. I was just doing it for the moment, but I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed shooting the music videos that we did. I enjoyed the creative process. So I said, why am I doing this? Let me just do what I enjoy. So bringing people in, that wasn't my initial thing. My initial thing was just creating, you know, like shows that people could relate to. And by doing so, I was like, one of the first questions I asked myself was, what do I want to watch? What do I want to see? Let's start there.
Yeah.
I was like, actually, I want to see a bit of, you know, mess, a bit of drama. I want to see realistic stuff. Another thing is I had to learn the UK industry and what they wanted. Unfortunately, the UK scene right now, well, for the last 4 or 5 years, they like a bit of drama. Do you know what I'm saying?
Towie, made in Chelsea.
Yeah. Those things worked. Do you know what I'm saying? And it worked best when they were having some sort of like altercation or friction or whatever. And obviously conversations. I didn't want to go that far because I didn't have the budget. I didn't have the capacity to do that. How else can I do that by not moving so much, by not spending so much?
Yeah.
Conversations that we have from day to day. But it can only work if these people are normal people.
Yeah.
You don't want to see, I know everyone has this idea of seeing celebrities talk. They're not, realistically speaking, they're not going to put themselves in that light.
Yeah.
But let's use everyday people like you and me, people that exist in all types of worlds. Like you can go into corporate, you can go into this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those people never had any social media even. They were just living their lives. So I said, you know what? Let me bring them together because you can identify yourself in at least one of those people.
Yeah.
And say, look, I've seen these people before. These people work with me. I've seen this guy before. And they're not any celebrity. So you're more likely to feel connected to them. So yeah, that's the first thing. Bringing people together was the second thing for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. People are people can build a career off of this.
Mm.
With Zizi, like you said, I met Zizi. I was literally in IKEA. I was shopping.
Yeah.
Shopping in IKEA. So at the end of the shop, I saw her in IKEA, but she used to go to my church. But we
Okay.
never spoke. I saw her. We kind of nodded heads to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
But I don't think she clocked. I don't know if she clocked or not who I was, because that time back, I was doing this thing or whatever.
Season 1, 2.
But I didn't even. I just thought hi. That's it. I just
Yeah.
When I finished, I was paying and I left, and I saw her standing there like yo, can I chat to you for a second?
Okay,
I was
yeah.
thinking, oh, right, okay, what's up? I didn't even think anything of it. She just said, oh, you know, I do this, I do Headscarf Diaries, and I want to take it up to another level. Like, can we talk? And I gave her my email, thinking she's probably not going to message.
Yeah.
Emailed the same night.
Yeah. That's the test to see, is this person serious?
This person serious, yeah.
Yeah.
She emailed the same night, and
You're going to get bare emails after this.
bro, you'd be surprised the emails I get. You know what I'm saying already, but I can't go through all of them because some of them are just people are not ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she emailed straight away. Obviously, I looked at it. I went back now. I started searching on social media, seeing the interaction, seeing if it could work.
Yeah.
That's how I created the idea of the Zeze Millz Show. Do you know what I'm saying?
So you did look into it to see, you saw she'd done enough for you to say, I can help you go to the next thing. So if you didn't see that work from her before, you don't think you would have?
I probably wouldn't have gone forward with it. But because I knew that even before seeing it, I'd seen a couple of videos that she had posted that just went around a bit. I won't say it went viral, but you know, community just kind of sees videos sometimes. And at that time, she was at maybe 4K followers, 5K followers at the time. And it was and she had a mouthpiece on her. And I was like, raw, this girl, when she speaks, there's a presence that she has when she speaks. And people might not even know that. Back then, they probably didn't think so. But now, when she speaks,
Gravitas,
people listen, bro.
She says something about you now. It will hurt a lot more.
Be DMing, oh, please, stop.
But that shows that you have to put in the work first. You can't just step up to someone and say, put me on.
Yeah.
You saw the work and you I see with the vision. Let's take it up a notch.
Yeah, I see a lot of people DM. They're like, oh, bro, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. I'm just like, I hear you, but what am I supposed to? I don't have the funds to bring your project to life. Do you know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to? You got to give me something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're telling me to just take a chance on you, not out of my pocket. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a bit mad sometimes because I want to help, but not at my expense. Do you know what I'm saying? So with someone like Zizi, she had enough for me to be like, all right, let's work.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean?
Nothing
So
material.
I knew that I can bring things like creating a set for you. I got the cameras. I'd invested in myself that much. I had the cameras by then. And I just said, look, we're going to do different segments on the show. We're going to try different things out. When we first dropped the first episode, it was 500 views, 1,000, maybe 2,000 after 6 months. I don't know. We didn't get no views. We just got people. Then obviously she because she's always been outspoken. She spoke about rappers and stuff like that. Then the rappers started paying attention. Who's this girl with some?
And then their followers pay attention to what they're paying attention to.
So it was it hurt a lot more because she used to talk about rappers before, but now it hurt a lot more because these rappers are like, who's this girl talking about me in 4K?
Yeah, got you in 4K. Yeah,
in some clean video, 4K. Who's backing this?
When they see their certificate, is it BBC? What?
Exactly. Now all of a sudden, it's not this girl snapping on her phone, chatting shit.
In her bedroom.
It's now someone
on YouTube that has a
following.
nice setup, a following.
We pay attention.
And then they start commenting who do you think you are? Then they comment the obviously the people that follow them was she started off getting a lot of hate first, so much hate. Anything this girl did was bad.
Yeah.
And the UK is like that. Once they start pointing fingers at you, you become that person that they'll always point fingers at.
Yeah, anything could go wrong. Someone died. It was Zizi.
She could be someone could say the same thing and they will praise them. She says the exact same thing. She's like, oh, nah, you're always bad vibes.
I think she even gets that now.
She still gets
but
it now.
She gets a lot of love now as well.
Yeah. Now they know that your words can't disrupt what she's going for. Doesn't matter what you say to her. And that's her strength.
Yeah.
That's her strength. That's what made her grow. As much as we did everything that we did, and obviously we put in the work, her strength in this whole thing is not giving up. Because she had days where she would call me and she would break down and, yo, why is everyone treating me like I'm just I'm defending black girls. I'm da-da-da. they don't care, bro. They'll still treat
Tear
her
you
like
down.
whatever.
Yeah.
The fact that someone can come back every week and keep filming and saying, okay, cool, I'm done with that. Let's go again.
Yeah.
That was her strength.
Do you know what's funny? Because I think we even recognize that because when I first saw Zizi was on Insta, I remember some of the man them sent to me as like, she was talking about rappers and remember people always put clips so you won't see the whole episode them times.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, I understand why people were pissed. Like I was like, yeah, she chat shit. Then I remember, I think it was Biscuit. He said to me, Ed, watch her stuff. You actually like her.
Yeah.
I said, cool. And I watched her thing from beginning to end. I was like, I don't agree with everything she says, but I understand where she comes from and she makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I started watching. I was like, you know what? I'll fuck with her content. And I think that's one thing. People always get sucked in by clips, not the full thing.
And that's where they go wrong, do you know what I'm saying? Because, the clip is the hype thing. Blog pages will post those clips because they know their comment section is going to be full.
Yeah.
But realistically speaking, it's going to be a bunch of people with pitchforks and knives just trying to... But if you watch the whole thing, you realize it's a personality. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this person is not just gaslighting every time. If you follow her, you'll be like, oh, that's just Zeze being... You know what I'm saying? Now everyone sees it as, that we knew she was going to say. That's how she's like. She talks about, like raunchy stuff like sex. Everyone's like, oh, that's... Even in front of her mum. It was like, that's just her personality. But when you see a clip of her, it's just like, why is this girl always saying something crazy? But watch the full thing because these blogs will take what they want for their audience.
Their thing, exactly.
Their thing. So, and if you're small-minded, you will get sucked into it. But realistically speaking... watch the full thing and understand because people didn't like the fact that they thought she was an interviewer. She's not an interviewer. She's a personality.
She's a pundit.
She's a pundit. She speaks her mind.
Yes.
She obviously gives her opinion. An interviewer doesn't have an opinion. They just ask you, so how did you get into the game? They don't give you an opinion about how you got into it. She'll tell you, nah, I think you know what I'm saying? I think that was whack. You shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? People didn't like, why are you talking back to these lot? These people that I look up to, why are you talking back to them? And she didn't care.
And I respect that.
And that's why she built her own lane. Because she was the interviewer, quote unquote, that
broke out that.
But Andy, you know why you're mad as well? Because, like I said, when I watched it, I didn't even know Andy was directing it at that time. And I messaged him and said, Andy, I said, wait, you're directing this too. And it goes back to what Melly was saying about you really don't want to be that Diddy. You just want to put in your work and get what's done. And I was like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But do you feel like you're getting your flowers now? Do you feel like you're getting your flowers? Do you feel people appreciate what you're doing?
I'll just before you answer, my thing would be you're not getting enough flowers. I don't think you get enough flowers, but what do you think?
I don't know, I don't know. Like, I just...
the humble answer. Here we go.
Listen, I'm outspoken, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know because now I get a lot of DMs now from like blue ticks.
Yeah,
especially after this show. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm getting a lot of DMs now, and it's like, okay, cool. The name's getting out there. So I don't know how to answer that question. It's like, some people are recognizing and stuff, but what are flowers though? Do you know what I'm saying? Are flowers like, is that a budget to do more things? Are flowers like recognition? Are flowers like praises?
I guess for me, you are the Mona Scott Young of the UK.
Jeez.
No, honestly, she. But the thing is, so Ed makes a good point. So we're talking about flowers, right? And for me, you can get as many DMs as you want. I don't really care about that stuff for you anyway.
Yeah.
For me, I can't believe you have not been co-signed by a big network at all. It's absolutely, I don't understand it. But you got places like MTV that are recycling. How many times are they going to do Geordie Shore before they realise no one gives a shit about people that live in Newcastle? Like, we've seen it, we've done it. Like, Geordie Shore was done decades ago. We don't care about that stuff. And for me, it frustrates me because I see Mona Scott Young in the US, right? And VH1 just basically gave her the suitcase and said, yo, this is a bunch of money. Just keep producing content for us. Keep producing content. To the point where she was like, I'm going to do Love and Hip Hop here. And now it's all got a different brand. And now what you see is that even the larger networks are copying that. So Real Housewives copied that sort of framework of different locations under the same brand.
Yeah.
And for me, I just want you to speak on kind of, not even the code, because I think people need to respect. Andy's independent. Like, Trend Central stands on its own 2 feet. You haven't got no, BBC in the background pulling the strings or telling you, oh, you can't put this. This is all you. For me, flower-wise, you get frustrated by the fact that it hasn't happened. Because for me, I keep telling people stuff like, when I see funny jokes on Twitter, I say Twitter shouldn't be free. But more or less, I always scream that stuff like the Blue Therapy, I'm pretty sure, and I'm speaking out of my ass because I don't know this stuff. But the views you guys bring in, you're telling me that it's really out of place if it was on BBC Three or BBC iPlayer.
Sorry, Andy, before you answer that, because I'm going to go against Melly some. We had a discussion before about people giving you flowers, and we were like, people like to give flowers when they see them at the top.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm lucky. Like I was lucky because I've known Andy for so long that I can see what you're doing from beforehand. But one thing I can say is that as the years have gone by, from BkCHAT to Blue Therapy, everything else, when I'm online, I can see people saying, "Oh, look what Andy's done again. Look what Andy's done again." And for me, that makes me happy in the sense that they're recognizing the work he's putting in. So it may not be the flowers from the big companies, but at least from the community, the people, your audience, your target audience, they're starting to respect what you're doing. So for me, I won't say that you're getting all your flowers. Not everyone's aware of what you've done and what you are doing, but there's a lot more recognition and praise coming your way. So for me, that is at least a good thing where the audience respects what he's doing. And that's my opinion anyways.
Andy, what do you think?
Yeah, I think okay, to start with, after BkCHAT, I think, no one paid attention to me anyway, which I didn't notice at the time. I didn't care because that's not what I did it for.
Yeah.
I like the fact that the platform was doing well. I like the fact that the show was recognized anywhere. Like, ask anybody you watch BkCHAT, even if it's something bad, at least they've seen it. Do you know what I'm saying? So that was what motivated me. So that time I didn't really notice that people weren't recognizing me as a director or whatever. After Zizi, then I started seeing comments like, "Raw, so you're the person that did this and this." Okay, it's starting to make sense. And that's the thing with people. It's like, you can't just show them one product and it's like you're a mastermind or you're a genius or whatever it is they say. After they start seeing that it's not a fluke, they start seeing that, okay, cool, so this guy's got a knack for this. This guy's he's got some sort of talent somewhere, do you know what I'm saying? And they start seeing the online presence. It's like, then people want to give you the recognition. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I don't know what it is, but I just know the more exposed you are, the more people are going to hit you up and say you're well done. And I appreciate those messages more. The ones of just normal people just saying, "Bro," like my DMs are like full of a lot of people just saying, "Bro, I don't know you, but whatever it is you're doing, bro, I support it. Big up to you. Keep," like, some guy messaged me, some Asian brother messaged me, like, before I was on my way here. I was checking my requesting. I see him, he was like, "Bro, I don't know you, but listen, you made my lockdown lit." Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the content was just flowing. And those sort of things make me happy. Those sort of things is what I would call, okay, cool, flowers. Now, moving on from that and like just everybody else, it's nice again to receive, those more recognized people reach out to you, because I know how difficult it is for people that have blue ticks to, ego and whatnot, still say, "Yo, boom, listen, sick." Yes, last week Rio Ferdinand reached out to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, levels." You know what I'm saying?
Wait, sorry, Andy, let me cut him quickly. I forgot a confession. Melly, I DM'd Rio. He didn't reply, innit? I said he released one of his new interviews, innit? Yeah. It was proper. I said, let me DM him. Hopefully he sees it, and then maybe one day he comes on the pod. I didn't get it.
It's quite late. What, Andy? Andy? What'd you say? But yeah, that's good to see people like Rio. But
yeah, and even G Fresh hit me, and he was like, "Oh, like, it's sick." You know what I'm saying? Those, and they didn't just hit me; they followed me. So it's a different feeling now. It's not just a one-off just because I've seen it. It's okay, I'm gonna keep watching. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a supporter.
So I definitely appreciate that, because those little things are what make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Now, putting that aside, now I'm gonna take off the humble jacket now.
Let's go.
Listen, like, honestly speaking, I think there's a lot of racial
undertones. Yes,
bro,
blatant.
Is blatant. Like, I had a development deal with Vice.
Yeah, so explain that.
I was gonna get into that. Yeah.
So they hit me up with BkCHAT when it was blowing up. They hit me up, I think, season 2. They were like, "Yo, we like what you're doing." Like, I met them up at, I think, some hotel or whatever. Sat down with them. We like what you're doing. We wanna put money into it. We wanna develop the show for TV.
Yeah.
I was gassed. You know what I'm saying? Told the team, told the crew, everybody was happy. Okay, cool. What's happening now? All right, cool. So with Vice, they were all right, to be honest with you. Like, they were all right, even though I was dealing with like predominantly white people. They were okay. Like they didn't treat me no funny way or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know,
Was your black senses tingling at any point?
tingling. Of course it will be tingling. Of course, I'm going into the headquarters. I've seen one black guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm thinking, raw, I don't know why that is, innit? I don't know. But they didn't treat me different or anything like that. Like, everything was cool. The guy I was working with, Dan, he was blessed.
Yeah.
He understood me because he's worked with a lot of black creators before.
Okay,
so I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, cool. I'm in good hands. But developing the show and something fell through. So I was told. Like, finances fell through, so something internally happened, so they had to cut shows. Like, I think the Chicken Connoisseur guy's show as well was meant to come out. That got cut.
Okay.
All of that, so
yeah.
he got cut. But because they had invested some money in developing the show, wasn't much money, just a little bit of money to just kind of help us find venues and stuff like that. Because they had done that, they wanted to broker us to Channel 4. Because they didn't want to just give it away like that. So they wanted to get some money out.
Sell the content.
Content. So they moved us to Channel 4 now. So now I'm in the Channel 4 office. Bunch of white people. I think there was one Asian woman there.
Yeah.
And one question they asked me that was weird was, have you thought of like diversifying the cast?
Wow.
And I was just like, what? It was like, have you thought
They
of
hit
like,
you, the DNI.
bro, I'm sitting there like literally it's like some boardroom thing. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm not even trying to take offense to it. I'm just like, okay, what do you mean
by that?
Yeah.
You know what's even crazy? If you watch BkCHAT, you can say, okay, it's mainly ethnic minorities.
Yeah.
But there's people of all
Diverse,
races.
yeah.
It is diverse as already.
Yeah.
So how much more diverse do you want to get? When you say diverse,
what do you
really mean?
Back to my question.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So let it not be like I'm jumping down your throat.
Yeah.
What do you actually mean?
So you
like,
done a calm black man
explain.
voice.
So yeah, what do you mean? I don't get it. So she was just like, no, I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you thought of diversifying? Then she started straying away from the whole race thing. She did try to not to go there because she maybe thought I would get upset or whatever. She was like, okay, like, you know, have you thought of bringing Asian people on there? I was thinking, I just said to them, look, the show's doing 700K a week. Your shows are doing 800K a week on mainstream. It doesn't need to get diversified. It's clearly working. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That conversation can happen at a later stage, but right now, you know,
this is what I have.
this is what is there. So
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be changed or tweaked. Like, this is what's there.
Yeah.
I was like adamant on that. Do you know what I'm saying? She was like, okay, cool. Okay, no problem. And then she pulled me to the side and she was like, look, I'm only saying that to you because she was Asian. This woman talked to me was Asian. She wasn't white. She was Asian. So she was like, she pulled me to the side. I'm only saying this to you because I know that those people above are going to want to know about these things.
Yeah.
And then from there, I knew that there's going to be a problem. The show, for some reason, never got picked up. And it just fizzled out. The deal just fizzled out. Nobody explained why. Nobody said, you know, we're not moving forward anymore.
Yeah.
They never gave me an explanation. It was just one day just stopped ringing.
Wow.
And I never chased them. I just said, cool. But I was upset because I put all my eggs in one basket. So from then I said to myself, on mainstream, I'm not doing that thing again. I'm not going all the way, going to all these your offices in central London that it's hard to even get. I don't even like training. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing all of these things because I know it's for the greater good, but nothing came of it. Don't get twisted, I'm still willing to work. But as I said, you know what? I'm going to put everything online now. I can't let somebody else come and tell me and dictate what they're going to do for me and then leave me hanging. Nah. So back to the initial question. I feel like in the UK, there is no budget assigned to people like myself.
Black media.
If there is, and someone is tapping into it somewhere, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? I have not seen it. Someone like Rapman has done his thing, and an outsider
from abroad
has come to sign him. That should already show you that there's a problem.
Facts.
You're having conversation. Yeah, Jay-Z is a legend. By all means, have the conversation. Go to his brunch and all them things. But thinking of doing business with him, to me, that shows how the UK is not supporting certain guys like him. I don't know if it's changed now with him. I don't know his circumstance. I don't know him personally, but there's something wrong there, bro.
You just had to look at what happened with his movie. And then there was one incident in a random cinema in West, and all of a sudden the whole chain tried to shut it down.
And they're trying to shut it down. I don't understand what's going on in the UK. Why not support the thing? And these networks have to just say, Like you said, VH1 just dashed the bag at Mona Scott.
Yeah.
Just said, do your thing.
Yeah.
The same thing with 50 Cent. He had to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with stars.
And, with stars and that. These networks need to start throwing this money to the right people. Because we've seen what it's done in music. Once they started doing that with music, we're charting all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Why? I wonder why. Because now some level of money, like people are more independent now. They're realizing that no matter what you do, this thing is gonna rise. So it's either you drop the money now or we won't need you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's what's happening here as well. The Blue Therapy's done. The numbers is done. Like I think Made You Think posted the other day, yesterday or something, saying, why are the UK so slow to react? The big corporations are so slow to react to. If this thing is doing the numbers you want for you to market, why are you not getting behind it? Because all you want is numbers. It's the metrics, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's doing the numbers. So why is it not getting the same recognition as a Towie would get or a Love Island would get?
Yeah.
Those people go on these platforms, all of a sudden they all got blue ticks.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they all got mad followers. All of a sudden they're getting all these crazy deals.
Yeah.
We do the same numbers as them, no one cares.
It's true.
Because, Andy, correct me if I'm wrong, when your deal fell through, was it afterwards that's when you did the back chat overseas?
Yes.
And you done that yourself, if I'm correct?
Yes.
'Cause I remember us talking about it. So
That was all self-funded, Andy.
Yes.
Wow.
that also funded. So 2 questions. Actually, one is an open question. I want you to speak more on that and what made you say, you know what, that deal fell through, I'm going to do it by myself. And then secondly, the people, the cast, the team, they have to have a certain level of respect and trust in you to follow you through, to go through that. Because like you said, it is self-funded. And obviously, I don't know all the finances, how much everyone's getting, all this and that and this. But I'm assuming it's going to be a big expense on yourself. So I'm assuming there's a lot of trust in working with you that it's going to benefit us in the long run. So explain on that as well.
Well, that's the thing I've been so like privileged to have. Okay, before I come on to that,
Yeah.
let me talk about what you said first with Uncensored, Backchat Uncensored. So before Backchat Uncensored, I had told myself I'm not doing Backchat anymore.
Oh,
I'm not doing it anymore because I'm just filming now and it's not getting anywhere. I'm not making money. Nothing's
Running out of
happening.
loss.
I'm just running out of loss. Like, and it's just like the show, it entertains you lot, but it's doing nothing for me.
Yeah.
You know what
Sorry,
I'm trying to say?
pause again because it's mad. Because when you say a lot of things, you have to ask this question. People will see the numbers you're doing and think this guy's getting money from YouTube.
Yeah.
Before you go carry on, because I know I'm cutting you off, explain how the YouTube money works for you, or if it even did anything for you at that time.
YouTube money is, bro, YouTube is the bottom of the streaming list, you know?
Wow.
Like it's at the bottom. YouTube will pay you $1,900 per million views.
Mad.
How many people get a million views, bro?
Mad.
1,000. Spotify will pay you 4 to 5 bags per million views.
Mad.
And that's music. People stream music anyhow.
Wow.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
What's it called? Tidal will pay you 10 bags for a million views. So imagine what these musicians are making, bro. YouTube is giving you 1.9. What the hell is 1.9? That's just covering your rent.
And that's the thing.
I'm saying, if you make a million views,
And then you've got your staff.
If-
and
and so now the difference is a lot of the individuals, the Nella Roses, all these people, the chunks is they own their own platform, but they are individuals. Trend Central is not an individual. We have staff that I would love to keep paying. I would love to put on a payroll. Even myself. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like we have all these expenses, cameras, equipment, things that we pay for to do shoots. That's coming out of our pocket that the YouTube thing does not cover.
And that's a misconception. People see it and think, this guy's eating.
Nah, I had to invest in myself. Do you know what I'm saying? Which means I had to find the money elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? And obviously I'd done things outside of that. I'd worked and done whatever. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now coming into bringing that money away from that and putting it into this was a big risk for me because that's my livelihood. That's the money that I'd saved up.
Yeah.
So I'm putting it into this now, hoping that it could fertilize it and turn it into something bigger. And, you know, doing the whole YouTube thing it's like, what am I getting out of this?
Yeah.
The deal fell through. These people left me on my ass. I've shot another season. The cast in that season I wasn't too happy with how the season's gone. It's just so much headache. And I'm just like, what is it for?
Yeah.
So at this point, normal people would have got the maddest deal by now and said, okay, it's been worth it.
Yeah.
The headache has been worth it.
Put the years in, put multiple seasons out. Even had the Backchat New York. Done it yourself.
I forgot about that.
Done that myself. New York, we did Houston as well.
Yeah.
We even
Oh,
went to Virginia, DC. We just never released those ones. We never shot it, but we went to so many different states. So shot all those things. They did all right. They still did above average, 100K plus, whatever. But coming back to it's like, what do I have to show for it, bro? Just a bunch of people saying, "Oh, that was a great show." Then a bunch of people saying, "Oh, you lot make black people look like this, like that."
So speak on that, Andy. Like on that, how do you?
have to wait. He's still got like 2 questions to
It's
answer.
true. You're loaded. Loaded.
So let me even finish that one. So with that, I said, all right, cool. If I'm ever to do BkCHAT again, because my team was like, "Yo, let's go again." Like, it's been like a year. Like, let's go. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it again. Then I was driving home one day, and I was just like, an idea came in my head. And I said, you know what? If I was to entertain doing the show again, I'm gonna do it differently. So I said, you know what? Let me put my money where my mouth is, because I'm asking people to invest in me, but how much have I invested in me? I know I had, but let me put my money, because I had the money. So let me put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, cool. Came up with the whole concept of BkCHAT Uncensored, taking all the cast to a villa in Cyprus and the crew and everybody. So the idea seemed crazy at the time. I didn't know how I was going to go by it. But my team, obviously Zoe's been riding with me for a long time. That's my production man from early. I know her 20 years plus, you know what I'm saying? So she's wherever I'm down for, she's with it. You know what I'm saying? So the rest of the team at the time, they was like, yo, let's go. Like, they were just happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't paying these guys, but the fact that they were learning and they were happy to, you know what I'm saying, fly across the world to come and film something, like, where are you going to see it? Even the people that pay you won't ever show you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
So I booked two mansions out in Cyprus, one for the crew, one for the cast. I flew about 30 people out. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. One thing I didn't anticipate was how much food we were going to
I saw that in the documentary.
Exactly. Bro, that stressed me out, man. That was an expense I wasn't expecting, but spending a bunch of money doing all of that stuff, and you know, and I'd never done anything like that before, and I say till this day, that was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I was freestyling every single thing. Predominantly, I think there was only 2 white people. Everybody else was black.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's...
And you know, and that's what I take pride in. Like, I'm not gonna go and hire out some mad, you know,
production company that's owned by someone else, and then
I might as well just teach people, and a bunch of nobodies go and make this amazing show. So we went out there, we shot it, we did our thing. Like, I was learning as I was going along. I was picking up so many things. I was like, okay. I was learning things. Don't get twisted. Don't let it seem like I went there and I knew every single thing. Most of the things I know are self-taught. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're off of mistakes. So I made a few mistakes, and then I fixed up while I was there. And then I put it out. I sold it for 99p per episode.
I remember.
And $7.99 for the season. Obviously, when we said that, the whole of the UK started finishing us on Twitter. Like, no, how are you telling us to pay? When I've got Netflix, I'll rather pay for that. Again, it started with their, you know, negative outlook.
People that look like you as well. That's saying that
look like me. People that look, even some people I knew were in the conversation. But, you know, the show did well. It did extremely well. Till today, we still make money from that. That was shot 2 years ago.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I showed Malik the same thing. He's seen it. You know what I'm saying? And till today, people still purchase it. In fact, every time we release something and it goes viral, people go back and watch it again and pay for it again. So there are some people that...
You did see the support.
I saw the support, but this is what spun my head. This is what, again, there's always a devil there. So now the first episode was dropped. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone knew, look, it's out now. We dropped the trailer. Trailer went viral. It went viral. Everyone was like, raw, okay, cool. They're doing this love and hip hop thing now. You know what I'm saying? That's what they always love to compare it to.
Yeah.
And you know.
Wait, I have to ask, was you influenced by love and hip hop?
I watch a lot of reality TV, so it wasn't just love and hip hop. Okay. But love and hip hop, I guess, was one of the most popular ones. That's why people go to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, conventions of TV, all the same. Most countries you go to, they have the same things that they use, the confessionals, the backdrop.
Yes,
People just assume it's only love and hip hop. They all do it. It's just TV for you. Even Big Brother has their own version where you go in the diary room and confess.
That was the original.
Exactly. They
I
all
Love
do
New
it.
York, all of it.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
Flavor Flav,
It's
Ah,
recycled.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just how reality TV works. But people just, for some reason, they won't let us live it down. It's like we're copying this and that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But anyway, so where was I? So, so what spun my head was there was a pirate platform that decided,
I remember.
yes, they decided to take all our content as we were posting it out every week and put it on their platform. I couldn't get the site taken down. And this is to show you how crazy the UK can be. Yeah.
Yeah.
People were complaining online about paying 99 pence for this episode 1. We put it out there. Yeah, people supported. But that pirate platform had 600,000 views. My people watched it 600,000 times. Money that could have gone in our pocket. We decided to give it to them for free. Just to show you how crazy what we're working with here.
Yeah.
You'd rather do that than just say, take £1 of my money. Something I'm going to probably just throw away tomorrow.
Yeah.
600,000 people watched the first one, 500,000 the next one, and then it carried on like that. Serious views that you wouldn't even see on YouTube.
Losing millions, basically.
Losing millions. We could have made millions. We could have made millions, and to be fair, people, it would have been minor. It would have been very small compared to what we would have done.
Yeah.
Because the money would go straight back in. I'm not going to take the money and go and start buying Rolls Royces.
But that's what, you know what's scary? It's like saying that, it's like, that's what people think. Not people, sorry, but that's what the naysayers think. It's like, well, I don't want to put money directly into his pocket and then see him living lavish. And it's like, how does your mind go that far? What do you think the CEO of Netflix is doing?
Which was funny, yeah? People don't know Andy right now. He's still building. He's still growing. So people will be like, I don't give him money. When he blows, and I say when, that's when they're going to want to give him money. It don't make sense. It's always backwards.
It's weird.
You get what I'm saying?
Weird.
It's like, I don't want to give the underdog money, but the guy that's up there, oh yeah, let's go and support.
I'll get the Disney Plus, even though there's nothing there for me to watch.
Anyways, let me do my own. I paid by $7.99.
Yeah, so a lot of people like paid, and I was definitely like, it was heartwarming, and it was like even some people that couldn't get it to work on the channel on our platform. Some people that maybe had technical difficulties, maybe in other countries was hard to get. They still paid, and then maybe went to that guy to watch the free thing, but they still made sure they paid here first. And that's all we wanted. You know, we did all right, but nothing compared to what we could have done. Like, we could have made history, bro. Yeah. Because
you will make history.
We will, by the grace of God.
But then that goes on to the cast trusting you and all that. How does that work? The relationships you built with them, because a lot of the cast are people you've known for years.
Yeah.
Are people you've built relationship with. So how does that work? Because then we even have, I think it was last week's episode before, we're talking about friendship and business. So again, how does that work with you? Because like I said, a lot of the cast you've known for years. They're not just randomers. Yeah. So how did that work?
At first, the people I did know, Biscuits, the Lucas, the Esthers, they believed in me enough, and they were curious enough to want to see what the show would be about. You know what I'm saying? So the curiosity, I guess, just maintained itself. And they respected what we were trying to do, because when they came on set, there was cameras there, there was lights. Like, we weren't just here to just waste your time. Like, we was doing work. And they were excited, because when they finish an episode, they'll be like, "Bro, I can't believe what we just." Where do you hear this stuff? You never heard it. So they were excited about the whole process. So that kind of made them believe in me, I guess, to a certain extent. So when I went to Cyprus, I paid them though. Everyone got paid. You know what I'm saying? They got paid after the show, but they got paid. Yeah. And they were happy to come on, because it's like free holiday. Yeah. Doing what we do in London.
And I'm making history.
I'm jumping the flight and I'm making history. And it just sounds, I'll be sad to miss out on this opportunity. Yeah. So they all said, yeah, I'm down. Some of them we had to ginger some of them a little bit to kind of get them to come, to sell it a little bit more to them. But if they know me, they know what I'm about, because they also knew that this is a huge risk. We can go out there for 2 weeks and come back with nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's like, to them, regardless, let's go, let's make it happen.
There's trust involved, because people are working. Yeah. People have their jobs. They have to get time off. That shows the trust and faith they had in you.
Yeah, you definitely. And the crew as well I had at the time, they were just very trusting. And they were just like, look, we know you. We know what you're about. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come with you. We're going to support you. And the people I took out there with me were good people. You know what I'm saying? Well, most of them. There's always one or two people that are funny. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them, you know, came out there to actually get some work done and experience it. And until today, they will call me and be like, bro, when are we going to do that again?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I
100%.
know it was hard, but bro, I live for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This was a
Yeah.
sick experience. And it came out and we made history. Never been done before by any independent company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that trust is something that I always used to keep going. Do you get me?
But touching on that, funny people, and I guess, you know, we're going to move on to what our listeners or a lot of the fans will want to listen to about Blue Therapy in a bit, because they're going to kill us if we don't get to that. But just to wrap up that part, what do you say to people or your critics that said like the content you're putting out before was putting Black British people in a bad light? What was your answer to that when you got that feedback, or you've heard it in, you know, rumor mills? And because you touched on, you know, blogs, and for me being completely naive to the situation, I thought blogs were like your allies because they're making your content viral. But
Yeah.
sometimes they crop it and sometimes they do not show the true light of what you're putting out there. So you getting that, or have you ever got that backlash, and what would be your answer to people that still think that's the content you push out there?
To be honest with you, don't like to say I don't care, but
You don't care.
I don't care at the same time, because
Yeah.
I don't really like to focus on the minority of people that feel like that. It's like, that's how you feel, that's fine. And you're entitled to your opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? That's cool. I run shows that are based on opinions. Why would I shut you down? Like, it's your opinion. If you come on my personal page and say whatever, maybe I might engage with you. But most of the time, it is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't intentionally put people in that situation to make Black people look any type of way.
Yeah.
And I believe in individuality. Everyone is representing themselves. Nobody's representing Black people. Not one person can represent Black people.
Yeah.
Like, we all represent our individual selves. Do you know what I'm saying? So if people go on there and they want to speak about eating whatever they want to eat or doing whatever they want to do, that's them. That's their personality. It's their face on there. Your face is not on there. You're not the one receiving backlash. You're not going through what they're going through. One of the reasons why I decided to do the show, because I wanted honest people. I wanted people. If you bring the same people to talk about the same topic, you have a dead show.
Yeah.
You need different people
energy.
telling the truth. That's the thing. If you can tell the truth. So one of the first things I ask them before they come on the show, I always ask them this question: what's your craziest experience? A lot of people will lie. A lot of people will tell you, oh, you know, I was walking down the road and I slipped and fell. You're lying. But they'll answer the question thinking, oh yeah, I'll answer the question, but I'll know you're lying because you haven't answered the question. Your craziest experience will probably blow me away. You know what I'm saying? You know, so when most people answer that question, they think it's a simple question, but it's not a simple question. So those kind of people you put in front of the TV, because you know that they're not shy to tell you what they really did.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes great TV.
And what did you say at the beginning? I know what people want before they even know they want it themselves.
Yeah.
And that proves it. Because the funny thing is, people will say, oh, you're making a certain demographic look bad, blah, blah, blah. And like you said, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's what gets people the views. People will watch it and then complain, but you're still watching it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's move on from this because, like Melly said, they will kill us. But it's actually funny because it's a good segue. People had the issue, well, not everyone, but people had the issue with the type of content that came from BkCHAT.
Yeah.
Blue Therapy, even though there's drama, it's different.
Very different.
The idea is, even when I told you, it was like, bro, how did you come up with this idea? So my first question is, how did you come up with that idea? And secondly, did you look for something different to BkCHAT? Because like you said, even though you're not looking for people's opinions, you know what people want. You get what I'm saying? So did you say, people have said this about BkCHAT, let me do something a bit different. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, it's I watch a lot of content. I watch a lot of content, no matter how small, how big. I watch different types of people's content because no idea is original. No, every idea has probably been done before.
Yeah.
So I take a piece out of this and that. And you know what I'm saying? That's how I create my own ideas. Obviously with a twist all the time. I was watching Fowles. I think Fowles, the bad guy, he's an artist, a Nigerian artist. He did something, a parody that was based around therapy, but it was a comedy session because he's a comedian as well.
Yeah.
I thought, I can make this work in the UK, but you know, more serious, more realistic. And because reality TV is my thing, I can, you know, add a few things, a few ingredients from things I've learned before. Do you know what I'm saying? So the ingredients I put into it, I believe, is what made the show what it is. The level of seriousness, relationships. People love being nosy. People love seeing other people's relationships. especially when they're not going too well, because it reminds them of how good their relationship is. Do you know what I'm saying? So these are the things that I decided to consciously make sure I included or I had on the show. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how the idea birthed. It's something I've been nurturing for like a year now, and late last year I decided to put it into action, and then here we are.
Bruv, I won't lie to you. I will your shows. This is my favorite one. It's my favorite one. I'm engrossed. 8 p.m. I'm there. Like it's, you know when you back in the day, if you miss it on TV at 8 p.m, you've missed it. It's YouTube. I can wait. I can rewind. But 8 p.m, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
But, bruv, what's the first question really like?
I would say the first question everyone wants to know, and I'm gonna put the sound effect of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Like set low. Andy, the people want to know: is blue therapy fake?
All I'm gonna say is this: just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Me personally.
No comment.
Personally, I don't know why. I don't see why that's important. And I was actually like surprised to see everyone asking that question: is it real or fake? And I was just like, what? I don't get it. Like I didn't expect that question. I don't know why. I don't know. I usually like expect what people are gonna say. I didn't expect that, whether it's real or fake. Obviously the therapist, she's an actress and she does other things outside of that, life coaching, all of this other stuff. And I'm just like, well, people are like, yeah, the therapist is an actor. I'm like, yeah, but
we never tried to hide that.
Yeah, we wasn't hiding that. We would have hidden her surname then. You know what I'm saying? Like you lot said. We wasn't hiding that. You know what I'm saying? Like she does other things. She does many things. Like I know a bunch of therapists that don't put therapist in their bio.
Yeah.
And they have a life and they models and they all different types of things. So why is that a thing? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna say is I like the people asking that question because there's more conversation. 100%. If you think it's real, it's real. If you think it's fake, it's fake. Me personally, I'm never gonna, you know what I'm saying, dive into that question because I don't think it's relevant. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, that's fair.
I think like the speculation around
it. What's funny? Do you know, I think people actually ask that question because we're invested. We're watching it thinking, this person can't be doing this. This guy really said this. I'm not going to bait up the episode so people can watch. People are saying certain things, you're like, are you mad? No, that's not real. That, you know what I'm saying? So the investment, I think, is what's making people want to know, is it fake or not? Which is a good thing. Because now it's like, people are really sitting there saying, it's real, like you said, I think you wrote, it was an interview you had, it's an article, I can't remember what, Metro. And you even said like, people, this is real life issues that people go through. The discussions that have been had are real life stuff. Yeah. So I feel like people are actually thinking, this is real stuff. So that's why part of them thinks it's real. But then somehow they're moving, they're like, nah, this can't be real.
Yeah. I think that people are like always skeptics, you know what I'm saying? People always wanna, you know, and sometimes there's an annoying side to it. And that's like, you're not, bro, it's reality TV. Things will be controlled. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, there is no reality TV there that is not controlled. People don't like each other. Why are they sitting in front of each other talking? Do you know what I'm saying? But they genuinely don't like each other. But the fact that people think scripted means I've written a script.
You've told them what to say.
You've told them what to script. That's not scripted. Scripted just means controlled. Yeah. It just means that, okay, cool.
Framework, playing this playground.
Structure. Do you know what I'm saying? It just means, okay, cool. You don't like her. I think it'd be nice to have a conversation. Because I think that a conversation will be entertaining. Whether you resolve it or you don't resolve it.
We got recording. We're rolling.
We have what we need. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at Uncensored, BkCHAT Uncensored, if you've watched that, you see the same format there. Like, there was a lot of altercations, there was craziness, there was some that was just naturally just happening while we was happened to be recording. You know, but when you live with people, you're gonna get drama. And sometimes when you get the drama, then we now have to do things like, okay, cool. Hey, are you happy to talk to, like, Reva and Adrian had a, you know, moment where they had a big fight. So, all right, cool. You know, I've calmed down now. Are you happy to talk to Adrian about it? Like, nah, give me 5 minutes. Okay. All right, cool. I'm happy to talk about it. I don't know what's gonna happen, but boom. All right, cool. Sit them down with film. That's reality TV. Yeah. Because the emotions are real. It's not like they're faking it. You know what I'm saying? We've just brought them in a more controlled setting where we can, you know, film what's going on. Yep. And it's the same concept here, man. Do you know what I mean? So,
how did you find the couples and know, like, this is what's going to intrigue people? Because for me, you found the right balance of couples. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You can relate to, if you're girls, you can relate to the girl on one end, or the other girl, guys, you can relate to one or maybe not. So how did you know which couples would work? Or what was your screening process?
It started with, to be honest, Chioma. It started with someone else, but I looked at Chioma and thought, you know what? Yeah, I want somebody that's not been in the public eye for a little bit now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like she had been taking like a little break. So I was thinking, you know, I worked with her before. She's good to work with, and you know, like let's bring. I think the audience want to see
the old school, but bring back one of the originals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chioma was like, you know, the perfect balance of everything. You know what I'm saying? So it started with her, and then, you know, moved on to her couple, and then moved on to Deborah and Jamal. But we screened a lot of other people.
Okay.
A lot of other couples as well. And this is what we decided to go with.
Yeah.
Chioma's obviously known to the platform already. People would want to see her in it. I think she played a big part in the show, actually doing quite well, because people already recognize her.
And you're bringing back the people that were there from day one, if anything. Yeah.
So the show, essentially, I guess I built the show around her to start with. So that's it really. That's how the process went. Obviously, there's still people there, but now the way the show's gone is done crazy numbers.
Did you expect it?
I always say this: I never expect the numbers, but I always expect people to like it and take interest in it.
Yeah, I hear that.
I said this with my mouth. I said to my team, I said, and God is watching me, and I said, if this show doesn't do well, I'm not filming any shows again.
Wow.
That's literally what I said. I said, if this show doesn't do well, I'm never filming a show again.
Yeah. Because basically you're saying that I believe in this so much, if it doesn't pop,
I don't know what's going to...
And that also means he doesn't believe, like you said, I know what people need.
Yeah.
If I can't pull this off, then
I don't know.
Then I don't know what
I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I was right.
Yeah.
I knew I was right. I was like, look, I don't know how well it's going to do. I definitely didn't expect it to do these numbers. Like, episode 1 is 1.1 million. Episode 2 is 1.7 million. Episode 3 is like 800K. Episode 4 just dropped 2 days ago, and that's almost touching 700K. You know what I'm saying? I never expected that. 100%, at best, I thought 100K, 200K, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I didn't expect America to be watching it. I didn't expect Africa to be watching it. I didn't expect all these blog pages from these different continents to be posting us up. Even that Derek Jackson guy posted up.
No.
Yesterday.
He said, I need to be on Blue Therapy.
He posted the other day, and I was like, raw. Like, there's so people and pages are posting, and I literally, our Instagram, we're not active on our Instagram as much, but our Instagram went from like 3,000 to like 20K plus now. You know what I'm saying?
Mad.
A matter of days, you know what I'm saying? So things have, I didn't expect the level of success, but I knew it was good enough.
I think I read somewhere that I think it's a 6-part series.
Yeah.
So do you plan to do like different couples later on, or you haven't decided, or what's in future, bruv? Give us a little exclusive. Yeah.
I think I'll definitely do an episode, season 2.
Okay. Heard it here, folks.
Heard it here. You get.
I think I'll do a season 2, definitely. It won't be the same couples. Because I don't think there's any more we can get at the couple at this point. At the couples that we have already at this point, we literally turned their lives inside out.
It's all over for you, Jackie.
So we'll work with them in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, I think a lot of people have suggested doing like a sit down, a reunion, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll look into something like that. But I think for season 2 we'll look at other couples. But I think now it's gonna be a lot harder to find genuine couple. You know, it's not even about being genuine. It's
the
about,
same pool.
It's about, what you say?
The same pool attraction to couples.
It's like, because now people have a standard now of what they want to see.
Yes,
being as disruptive. As you got Chioma being, you know, like as well known as she is and outspoken. You know, then you got Deborah, you got Jamel, and it's like, how do you find these people? Because this is what we fell in love with. So
how do you find that again?
Next couple now, it's like,
you got to live up to that expectation.
Yeah, they're not Chioma, they're not Deborah.
But you dealt with that with BkCHAT when you had to keep coming back with different casts, and people started gravitating to these new people. So
and I don't like focusing on like just 1 or 2 people. I like to move on. Do you know what I'm saying? And I take pride in working. I say this all the time. I like working with normal people. I don't care for the whole celebrities thing.
Followers, none of that.
I don't care about that. Like, these people that we work with had no followers before, like, and we build them up. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I like. It's not about, oh, let's get this rapper on there to do a cameo. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because people are not stupid anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
People like what they like. I don't need to go and put Stormzy in a video walking in the background for me to
Oh, there's Stormzy cameo. Yeah,
that's even an insult to him as well. You know what I'm saying? Like these people are real. They're real people. Like, stop putting them in things they don't need to be in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Have you got other ideas in the background that you're thinking or working on?
Magician never reveals his tricks.
No, I'm not saying to reveal them, but I mean like what you do when you do something. Let's say BkCHAT, Blue Fairy, everything. It's a big production. There's a lot of work going into it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got things in your mind you're thinking about? Okay, when this is done, I'm doing this, or do you just go with it and whatever comes to your mind?
No, like there's ideas there. There's a backlog, but the thing is timing.
Yeah.
Timing is the difference. Like there's shows I've got that I know won't work now. There's shows I've got in my mind that I know will need a bigger budget. So I won't attempt to do it just in case we fail. Do you know what I'm saying? When I say fail, I mean don't live up to what I know that it's capable of doing. There's shows there that I know would kick in the UK, would rival like the Love Islands and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Easily, calm. Because I know our culture is bro, that's worldwide, bro.
It's worldwide.
People love watching us. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as much as we love watching them, like we all love watching each other. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, there's definitely ideas there. It's just a matter of timing and budget.
I guess we're just gonna wrap up, but I've got one silly question. I've got one serious one. The first silly one is gonna be like, if you had to pick, gun to your head, Andy, you have to feature on one of your shows. Would it be featuring in the kitchen in BkCHAT, or would you come as a couple on Blue Therapy? Just say which one. You'd have to say why.
I'm going in the kitchen.
And if you walking out, I can't take this. Cut the camera. And then I guess my last question will just be about, I'm really big on this. Like for people listening, I don't know if you understand. Andy still messages me trailers of his new shows on WhatsApp. It doesn't he still does grassroots, still messages people that he's known from young. So when he says he likes to work with normal people, he genuinely means it. Like he still reaches out to people, still says, yo, what's your feedback? What do you think of this? So I say that to say, if for me, and I get what Ed was coming about, flowers, but if someone from a network was listening, your Netflixes, your BBCs, your ITVs, your Channel 4s, your E4s, whatever, what would you say to them right now if they try to come to talk to you? Because for me, I'm saying, yo, we need 10 mil right now and we're going to work together. But what would you say? Because you've gone through the beginning where it was like, they might have said, oh, he's just a flash in the pan. He's got one show. But you're genuinely building out a network. You know what I mean? And a lot of people talk about networks. Joe Budden, we spoke about him last week. He's trying to build a network. And look how he burned that to the ground, basically, with firing two of his best friends. If someone's trying to come and get your attention, what are you saying to them first and foremost? What's the first sentence that comes out of your mouth?
Just don't touch my creativity, man. You know what I'm saying? It works. And for the fact that you've come just shows that it works.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be the first thing that you have a conversation with me about. The first thing should be if it's right for your platform.
Yeah.
Secondly is the bag, bro.
That's it.
I want anybody else on the platform. I want people to be looked after. I want my crew to be involved. I want the talent to be paid. I want all these people to get what they deserve. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm talking like kings. Don't pay us like, oh, we're just on YouTube.
Yeah.
Pay us like you would pay the celebrity.
Get the blue ticks as soon as they leave.
Get that.
Yes. All of that.
All
we
the
want
perks.
the endorsement deals.
Yes, all the perks. Like treat us like, like a nice case study. Like treat us like a exclusive. Do you know what I'm saying? And
100%.
yeah, man, I would just say invest in the culture. There is definitely a future.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think what you spoke on is true. It's not just with Rapman who's done the success. Top Boy, right in front of our eyes, was dead in the water by Channel 4. An outsider had to come.
Bro, it's been happening, bro. It's been happening. I don't know how you dead a show like Top Boy. Like, okay, maybe you might tweak it here and there, but people were literally begging for this show to come back for years, bro. And it came back, I think, 10 years later.
10 years.
Because Drake probably stumbled across it.
So not one executive, not one commissioner could say, look, let's fund this thing. Because I know Asher D is a hard worker.
Yeah.
Not one person could be like, let's put this stuff out there.
Yeah.
It had to take Drake to come. That had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
It's not like he did a cameo.
Yeah, no.
He just said, I like the show so much, I want it back.
Yeah.
Let's have a word with whoever's in Netflix to make this happen.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
And well, I don't know if there's anybody that has that power here. Maybe there isn't anyone, and we're just hoping there is. But you know, stupidly, I'm just gonna.
It will be you. It will be you.
Amen, man. Amen.
But you know what's funny? Like May said, we got to round up. We've only got like 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
But, bruv, Andy, thank you for coming, because even now, I've still got a number of questions I will still want to ask you that we can go on. You know what I'm trying to say? But again, here on Youget, we appreciate everything you do. And like I said, keep doing your thing, bro. Thank you for even coming. Even asking Andy to come on today, we're just like, yeah, what day, what time? Simple. No wahala. You get what I'm saying? For real, we appreciate that. I just have one favor. When you make that movie, just give me a role.
Make sure he's the first black man to die. That's it, Carl.
No. But
I want your
I don't
want to
be
That's
just,
it.
you know, what's them things in the background? The extras.
Extra.
I want a line or
talking
two.
role.
I want a talking role. I don't need to
It
be.
will not win Oscar. I promise you. Do not let him talk.
I don't want to be the main guy, but give me a role. Let me get my blue tick.
You take over the show, man. If we give you a role, you won't stop talking.
This guy's got off script.
But nah, Andy, thank you for
so
real,
much,
man.
Andy.
Appreciate you
man.
guys, man. Appreciate you
For
guys
real,
for
man.
having me on.
So, Ed, you want to wrap up?
Yeah, so before we leave, Andy, you can tell everyone to follow you and where to go and all that stuff.
Yeah, guys, I'm on Instagram at director_Andy. I think it's the same on Twitter. I'm not really big on Twitter, but hopefully I'll dive into that one. But yeah, man, just my Instagram, and obviously Trend Central at Trend Central and at BkCHAT World. Yeah, you can find us on these platforms. And yeah, on Twitter, I think it's at Trend Central, the Trend Central as well. And our website, www.trendcentral.com. Check it out.
Sweet. One thing I will say though is this, Andy, I feel like you should put yourself out there more. I know you love to be behind the camera, but like I said, I'm happy to see people giving you flowers, and I feel like you would get a lot more flowers if people knew what you were doing. You've been doing things for years. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
And not just that, but inspiring the next generation, because you can't be what you can't see.
100%. 100%. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at YouGetPodcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Of course, we'll have this one on YouTube. We need Andy on YouTube. Let me apologize in advance to Gabs. Gabs has come on twice, and there's never been camera. She's gonna cuss me.
Set up your network, Gabs, and we'll get you back on.
But now, thank you for coming, Andy. You get podcast. You get.